In this video, we're going to be going over the best ways to block and beat all of the popular / meta blitzes in the game. Now, since I made this video last time, the meta has changed and the way pass protection work has changed. You don't have to do certain things and you have to do certain other things in order to pick up and beat these blitzes. So let's just get straight into it and show you how we're going to beat all of these popular blitzes and how you can dominate your opponents online with these pickups and these methods of beating it. Before I go over individual blitz pickups and how to beat them, I want to quickly showcase the pass protection menu and how to actually use these pickups. So the first thing we're going to go over is slide protection. To slide protect, you're going to press the left bumper and then you're going to press left or right on the right stick, depending on where to slide protect. So in this case, we're going to slide protect left. And you notice the stem on the center is moving towards the left. And if I slide protect right, the stem on the center is moving towards the right. Now to double team, it's actually very simple as well. You're going to press the left bumper to bring up the pass protection menu. You're going to press down on the right stick, and then you're going to move the left stick until you find the player you want to double team. And once you do, you press the X or the A button if you're on Xbox, and that'll double team that player. Now, if you want to ID, it's very similar to the double team. You're going to press the left bumper to bring up the pass protection menu. You're going to press the X button, and then you're just going to move around the ID the mic icon, and you're going to figure out what player you want to ID and ID as the mic. And that's simply how to do the normal blitz pickups that I'm going to mention throughout the video. To showcase all of these blitz pickups, we're going to be basing out of the formation gun wide of trips Pats, but it's important to note that these pickups will work in every formation. I'm just basing out of this formation because it's a very simple base formation for me to showcase the blitz pickups out of. So the first play we're going to be going over is the ever so infamous DB Fire 2 out of the $3-2 formation. So to set this up, all people will do is baseline press. And you notice when you send 5 out, the blitz will come in free. Oftentimes both slot cornerbacks will come in free and you won't have much time to make a pass. So a lot of people will of course block their running back as the next thing to try to pick up this blitz. But however, if your opponent has a good user and they know how to hover, blocking your running back actually won't do anything if they don't set up a pass protection, specifically the pass protection I'm about to show you. So to actually pick up this blitz, what we're going to do is we are going to block our running back, slide away from our running back. So in this case, that's the right side. And we're going to ID the slot cornerback on the running back side. And it looks just like that. So when I do set up this blitz, you can tell that it gets picked up cleanly and we're given a ton of time in the pocket to make a read or throw whatever we'd like. The next blitz we're going to be going over is the send 5 or send 6 spinner meta blitz, right? So it's important to note that if they do send 5, just like they do out of DB Fire 2, looks like this, and you send 5 out, of course, it'll come in naturally free, sometimes 1 slot cornerback, sometimes 2, right? So if they send 5, you're going to use the same pickup you used in DB Fire 2, so just scroll back to that part, you're sliding away from your running back, and you're IDing the slot corner. However, most of the time when people run this blitz, they're using it to send 6. So a lot of the time they'll use whatever the running back side or the opposite the running back side, maybe this linebacker, and cover the non-manned up offensive receiver, right? So in this case, it's the tight end. They'll essentially be playing man-on-man on this tight end, and they'll have the blitz come in, send 6. The best recommendation I can give you is you can max protect, right? So you can't always max protect in every formation. So if they are sending 6, a max protect will be sufficient to pick this blitz up. As you can see, it picks it up clean. However, I think the best way to actually beat this blitz instead of max protecting is to send 5 out. So in this case, if I'm sending 5 out, I'll set up a play like this. So I'll have a play going to the short inside and the short outside to the left, right? Locating where their user is. So if their user is on the left here, I just want to stress their user. So their user is going to have to come down to the running back because this safety is just too far, right? And on top of that, they're probably going to have to man up this tight end. If they don't, the tight end will be wide open. So in this case, you could put maybe a route combo like this on the field, right? So in this case, let's say that they are responsible for the tight end, right? So we're going to just replicate it with this user covering the tight end as I mentioned. I think the best way to beat this is to either instantly throw to your running back, but as you can see, if you have an in-man beating route, like a slant route, like I just put on the field, it's very easy to stress their user with a send 5 out. Of course, you can max protect, but if you do max protect, it plays into your hand. So the two ways you can block / beat spinner are to max protect or send 5 out. You do not want to just block your running back. Most people out of spinner though will send 5, and that's when you just need to slide away from your running back like so. So just slide away, block your running back of course, slide away from your running back, and ID the slot corner, right? And if you do that, you'll notice that the blitz is picked up a lot of the time because not many people will send 6. But if they do, you need to max protect or you need to send 5 out. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to urge you to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon for the best Madden tips that you can find on the entire internet. Now, the next blitz we're going to be going over is the infamous cover 2 man blitz that a lot of people will run. And to set it up, all they're going to be doing is shifting their linebackers to the running back side. and they're going to be containing, and they're going to bring down this linebacker so he's going to contain. Now this blitz is really, really good because the cover 2 man is a great coverage, and it's very difficult to beat a cover 2 man because shaded down man is so good, and they have that over the top help. So in this case, if I send 5 out, you notice the defensive lineman or the defensive end comes in free. Now, if I just block my running back, it'll sometimes work, but it's usually very inconsistent. So if you want to pick this blitz up 100% of the time, it's actually really easy. So all we're gonna do to pick this blitz up 100% of the time is to press the left bumper, as usual, double team, right? And we're gonna double team this defensive end, right? So in this case, it says it didn't register, but I promise it did. So we're gonna block our running back, of course, I didn't mention that first, and we're gonna double team this defensive end. So it looks like this, just a simple double team, block your running back and double team. And as a result, you can tell that when I snap this blitz, the running back is prepared to pick up the linebacker, and you're given an absolute ton of time to set up a good route combo that will be cover 2 man. He's still up in the pocket, and that shows how good this blitz pickup for the cover 2 man blitz out of dollar is. The next blitz we're going to be going over is the LB Blitz 0 that has found its way back into the meta, and a lot of people are running it online. And on top of that, it's even better than it was previously when they tried to patch it. So all we're going to do to set the blitz up is to spread our D-line, crash our D-line down, put our linebackers outside of the defensive ends, just like so. So it doesn't take a little bit of time to set up, but some people have mastered how to do it fast. So just keep that in mind. I'm doing it a little bit slower, so don't think you can just quick hike it and the blitz won't be set up. Sometimes you can, but sometimes you can't. So, and they'll just hover right here. So when they send 5 out, usually they'll get a disengage and someone will come in free. And as you can see, the defensive end came in free when I sent 5 out. So to pick this blitz up, it's actually still really easy. I think all of these blitz pickups are really easy. I don't like having setups where you have to do a ton of pass protection adjustments. So all we're gonna do to pick this up is we are going to block our running back. We're going to double team the defensive end opposite our running back. So in this case, it's the defensive end on the right here. Of course, it's not registering, but it's just a visual bug, so it is registering. And then we're going to ID the outside corner. I know he's not blitzing. We're going to ID the outside corner on the running back side. And as you can see, when I try to run this blitz again, you can see that it's picked up cleanly, and you're given a ton of time in the pocket to make a read. And that's how to pick up LB Blitz 0. Now, the next blitz we're going to be breaking down is the Mike Blitz 0 out of Nickel 3-3 Cub. And the way people set this up is they pinch their defensive line, crash their defensive line up, pinch their linebackers, and contain. And if they send 5 out, you can see that the blitz and contain opposite the running back, sometimes on the running back side, will come in free. Now, of course, you're going to try to block your running back to stop this blitz. Unfortunately, though, if you do block your running back, you'll notice that, unfortunately, the running back will often get looped. So in this case, he wasn't even able to recover, and he just got looped around, right? So that's the way that a lot of people run it. So the way to actually pick this blitz up is to block our running back and ID the defensive tackle. So in this case, we need to make sure that it does register, because unfortunately, for some reason, although it's usually a visual bug, we need to make sure that we see the ID on that defensive tackle. So we're just going to do it a bunch of times, and as you can see, it is registering here. So now when I block my running back, snap the ball, you can see that everyone gets picked up cleanly. So for some reason, when you ID the defensive tackle, it makes the offensive line react to that outside linebacker, allowing you to kind of just pick it up very easily, and you don't have to worry about your running back getting dumped out. Now, the next blitz we're going to be going over is the Overstorm Brave, which was still very popular when I released the previous video, but all people do to set this blitz up is they will literally call nickel over, Overstorm Brave, and they will pinch their defense, right? And they'll hover usually on the running back side and just run out to cover the running back, whatever route the running back may be on. And if you send 5 out, of course, you'll notice that the blitz does come in free. In this case, the linebacker looped around and it came in a little bit slower, but the blitz usually comes in free, and they did try to patch it, so it comes in a little bit slower, but it's still a very effective blitz, right? And the next thing you're going to try is just blocking a running back. Unfortunately, though, if you do block your running back and your opponent has a good hover, which a lot of people do, and some people will crash down, doesn't really matter though, the blitz will come in free still. The running back won't be able to recognize that defensive end, and of course, he won't pick him up, right? So to pick this blitz up is actually still, I say they're all easy because you don't have to do too much. So all you have to do here is block your running back, right? Slide opposite your running back. So in this case, that's the right, but if the running back was on the right, you would have to slide to the left. So slide opposite your running back and ID the defensive end on the running back side. So that tells the running back to go pick up the defensive end on the running back side. So in this case, hopefully it's just a visual bug there and it will register. So when you slide, you'll notice that the running back will chop block that linebacker cleanly, giving you enough time to make a read against that send 6 blitz. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you're looking for a great offense to pair all these pickups and concepts with, make sure to check out my tight doubles offense video right here.